Good morning, it's John, the vintage fisherman. Look at this cool old reel. This is an Ambassador 522 XLT Plus left hand. I've never seen one. Well, maybe on the one of the Facebook pages or whatever. It's got the flip and switch, mag control, quick release spool. It's almost locked up. It has a neat feature where when you hit cast, it rotates the worm, and this goes into free spool. Well, this one doesn't, but it's supposed to. So let's take it apart, see what we can do with it. There is your mag control side. I won't do much with that, just soak it down good. If I've got any bearings sitting around, I might put some bearings in this thing. It's got bearings. It's already got bearings. That's nice. We'll clean them up good. I might have some good quality bearings. But let's get this thing going here. All right. Whew. First thing is take a look at these bearings. Like I said, I'll just clean that up with some WD-40. We'll clean those parts up. There's your bearing on the drive side. Also has a shim. That's a standard setup for a Ambassador. On the non-drive side, you have this little plastic shield and then a bearing. I may have some bocas for this thing. I'll look. Oh, it's got a shim too. We're going to have to keep them separate then, because those shims may be different sizes. This has got two. Got two on the mag side. This goes on the mag side. Good looking spool on that thing. All right, that was simple enough, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, looks like pretty standard over here. Just take a handle off. Got a snap ring. You don't have to take it off. We take a nut off, but I usually just go ahead and get it out of the way. I can tell you right now, this reel has never been into. Never been touched. Reel foot number. Let's take a look at it here. It's covered up. Inspected by number 9. Well, I'm going to have to remove that. Oh. 87 -0 -84 -83. I'm going to say that's January of, no, that's 8/8 at the end. So this reel is made between 84 and 88, and this was made in 1987, so it's a later model in January of 87. I think I got that right. What say y'all? Got a flip and switch, but does not have an anti-reverse or a bait clicker. So she's set up for bass. That's what it was intended to be used for. Okay, and this you've got. This is your spool adjuster. It was pretty oily. We'll take that off last. Got 3 screws. I think it's going to share a lot of features with the round Garcias just by looking at it. I don't think it's going to need anything. I may put a handle bearing in it right here. I think I've got some of those. But then again, I'm not going to fish with this reel. Well, I might. Maybe that one day or something, you know. Okay. Gotta be careful here that you don't I want to say, yeah, that's got to come off. You don't want to stress anything trying to take it off. This is a small snap ring, so it's real easy to lose it. And hard to find one to replace it with. Now that shaft will come out. Now this will come off. Just like that. And we'll clean that up. Ain't that spiffy? Ain't that spiffy? I don't really have to take too much of this apart. It's made just like the round can bait casters. I am going to take the level line. Here is that bushing. It's really it's really gummy. And then you've got 3 spacers. And then shucks. What am I trying to say? It's one of the spring washers. You got this gear that pins up into the bottom of this gear. This gear has a drag washer that is toast. Yeah, I'm probably going to break it trying to get it out of here. Oh, we got it. It came out. Goes right there. I can't take this out yet. Can't take that out yet. So we're going to have to carefully go over here and take these 3 screws out. You got one right here that is a special nut. Don't lose it. And then you got these 2 regular screws. What am I missing here? Not wanting to come loose. There it goes. See that special nut? Oh, that's a special nut too. I'm a special nut. You're a special nut. We're all a special nut this morning. Ah, dog it. Everybody's a special nut. There we go. There's 3 of them in there. I didn't realize those are not screws. Those are actually nuts. You lose those, you're screwed. My tip of the day. Don't lose that shit. All right. This cover can come off. You'll need this off to clean it good, I think. I think I'm right about that. Is it going to come off? that whole center piece has to come off. Okay. This one's different up here at this end. Very, very different. I think it will come off, but I want to be very, very careful with it. It's got some very breakable pieces. So let's try to get this E-clip off here without losing it. And stabbing my finger. I love stabbing my finger. Taking these E-clips off, man. There. So that'll allow me to pull this out. There's a spring here. That's got an E-clip on it. But probably the thing to do would be to lift that spring up out of its position there. That's not going to work because it's got a hook in it. So now we got to take that one off. Okay. And now you can take this piece with this, and all this has to come off together. But how? Ooh, that just fell off. I believe it goes like that. God. So this whole thing has to come in and out together somehow or another. That's got to go through there. There we go. So remember, all this has to go back on together. That's got a shim under it. It's got a drag washer on it. Wow. What a contraption. That piece there is going to be a pain to get lined back up. But that's the label. Over here, there's really not a lot to take off. Let's get the pinion out of it. I'm clean on it. Don't need to take this off, it can stay. I really want to, really want to move this cover, but I'm afraid to. I think I'm going to clean it in place. Okay. Remember how that goes on, because I'm going to have to clean that up good. Then this washer comes off. That's all the drag washers there are. They're in okay shape. I mean, it's not, they're not toast. So We'll clean them up. Okay, this is a whole new ball game right here. Okay, so that will come out right there. I'm really being quiet because I'm concentrating. That may not come out right there. It ain't gonna come out that way, so it's gotta come out right there. It's so gummed up it will not come out. There it comes. There's a spring in that, folks. A miniature little spring. Okay. There is your drive pawl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna slowly clean everything up. Yeah, that's a lot. Not a lot, but it's a lot of complicated, not used to stuff. Yeah. That's wild. It was really dirty. Don't know how it would have ever worked like it was. But it was semi-functioning. Well, I'm going to clean this up and I'll get right back to you. All right, it's cleaned up. Let's see if I can get it back together. It's going to be fun, if nothing else. Well, the first thing is this goes in, and then the little bitty dog or paw goes in there. Boy, I tell you what, there's a part you'd never get if you ever had to get one. And it goes into about, say, right there. Hopefully it doesn't fall out. And then this gets this washer at the end of thrust washer. And it goes up in there. And right there where the opening is, here we go. It gets this little guy here. It's got a spring in it. It goes in there, kind of. Y'all probably can't see any of this. I can barely see it, and I'm sitting right on top of it. I've gotten it crooked now. I don't want to move. Wow. Okay. It's not good. It's hard to get it to set straight. There. Then you push it down, and that slides. That slides back together. So that goes in there like that. The actual pawl is up on the other side of that. We'll give that a little bit of oil. Okay. This one's going to be fun. This one's going to be fun. Lots of things have to happen all at once here. First thing we need to do before we forget it is put this washer on the shaft. Well, we can go ahead and put these screws back in. I never did actually take those off, or take that plate off. So we can start those back in there. They hold that top trim plate on the reel. This piece here, it says, has a label on everything. These two screws held that on there. And I didn't get that in there. All right. So let the fun begin here. I'm going to need this ready to go on. Mike could go ahead and stick it up in there. Maybe. That has like a slot that it rides in. So we're just going to leave it hanging right there. This piece here has to go in with this and this pawl. They'll go in together like this. This goes down in between like that. There's no other way to do this that I can see. And then this, you got to push that little spring and detent in, and everything keeps falling down together, I think. That will go in. Is that right? Like that. Bye, Dolly. I think I got it. There is a snap ring that goes over here, but something don't look like it's seated right yet. So let me think about this. Yeah, this is in the way. There we go. Now it's seated. Put this snap ring in. Don't let it go flying. You'll make a bad day worse real quick. And it's going to want to fly because I got no way to grip it good. All right. That moved. Daggone it. Guess what? We got to take this back out. I ain't even lying. This wire, I had it set. Every time you mess with a snap ring, you take a chance watching it go off into orbit. This all has to come back up. That wire, you can't even see it. Has to go between those two posts, and it flipped out and into the wrong position. Now we have that right, kind of. Okay. Yes. Yes, that is right. Maybe. Yes. Now we can do that snap ring again. Let's be careful here. Okay. All right, so everything here looks good. We've got, let's see, how does this thing turn that way? I believe, I hope I'm not getting it in there wrong, but I think it goes like this. This little plastic piece. And then it gets a clip on it. This one's one right here, folks, that will make you question ever messing with a fishing reel. Yes, I got that right. Whew. Okay. Okay. Now, the gear here, it's got a little bit of crud in it. It was hard to get clean. This looks like cow's grease, so I could be wrong. Maybe somebody did go in here. But then again, I don't know. Sometimes the factory grease from Ambassadeur looks kind of like cow's grease. So we will give it a coating of this good stuff. I'm about to order some more. Oh boy. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. So I should be able to lift this up, spin it around, put the gear on it like that. Then spin it back around, put it back in place like that. Okay. Next up is your bottom drag washer. Put a tad bit of cowls on. I'm putting this reel back together with all the stock parts. Then this one goes in with the teeth, with the little pegs up, and it meshes in that gear right there. In oil will be fine for those teeth. And then, well, I've got plenty of grease floating around here. I don't know where it all came from. Yeah, I decided to leave this one stock. I don't have a reel like this. I've got a smaller one. That'll go in there and it rests on those two pegs. I don't know if you can see them or not. And then we'll put some cowls on that drag washer. Coat it good. They ain't gonna hurt it to be really slick. Some people say you coat it till you see your fingerprint. That's probably about right. You pull your thumb off of it, you can see your thumbprint on there. It's about right. Any more is just overkill. Any less is not enough. That drag washer already acts like it's swelled up some. Then you put your top plate on. Then it gets take that back. It gets the wavy washer or spring washer first. And I always put it in where it's, you might be able to see it there, it's concave. I don't know, is it concave, convex? Y'all tell me shit. I passed geometry. We'll leave it at that. And here is your bushing. It goes on the very top side. You can change this out for a bearing if you want to, but we're not going to do that today. I think we're ready for the cover. Put the cover on. It's going to be a little bit springy. That's okay. Not a problem. There is a big spring there in the middle that the drive gear goes in, and it will push against you. The pinion gear. It pushes the pinion gear back into the lock, or into the drive position. That's the only scratch on this reel. It was on there when I got it. Other than that, this reel is freaking perfect. It's crazy. It's so perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this on just to keep everything together. That's the only thing I like about the Boca lube is the tubes it comes in they're kind of hard to get the very last little drop out of, so to speak. All right, we got to put this cap. You're going to put some oil down in that. Drop one of these in. And some more oil. Drop one of these, another one of those in. A little oil. Your main axle shaft will go up in from the back side and come up in here. And it gets this spring washer right there and a clip. And that's all that holds that on there. And then you can put this in. Sure. They call it a brake, but it's really well, I guess on this reel, it's not really a centering knob, so to speak. Okay, well, that's the big chunk of the reel right there. Can you see the sweat beads on me? This one's something, man. It's I guess because I don't do them every day. Anybody that's had a few of these apart be like, oh man, ain't nothing to that reel, come on. But you know, if you don't do them every day, a reel like this, it's a really interesting reel. It was kind of, I would say it wasn't locked up, but it was getting there. I'm just relaxing for a minute until I get into the next level of hell here. Cleaning everything. The last little bit of cleaning up in here that I couldn't really get to with the brush. Always remember to check everything for function before you get too far along putting it back together. I can already tell you it's a lot more smoother than it was. On the mag side, it had 2 washers. And bearing, which I've lubricated. And it don't want to go in. Why is it not? Okay. Then you got this little shield. It goes on like that. And then the keeper, the retainer ring, goes in like that. Make sure that's seated good. It's wanting to pop a little bit, but it'll be okay. And then on the drive side, you got 1 shim. Get that centered up good. That's like a spring shim. And then the bearing, and then the drive gear, or drive, I don't know what you call it, drive something. And that goes together. And we'll give that just another little shot of lube before I put it all back together. Clean all that up. And put that in there. You can check the bearings by putting them in one side at a time. Wow. I didn't need new bearings. All right. Over here, pretty simple. You get this, the one that's got the little slots in it goes over here. And the other 2 just go here and here. They look like screws, but they're actually nuts. Probably people say that about me too. You look screwed, but you're actually a nut. Okay, I'll buy it. All right. I'll buy it. I'll buy it for $1. And you put this one on. Look at that. Starting to come together. Almost looks like a fishing reel again. Then this thing, I'm gonna wipe it down good. I just oiled this. I didn't go into it. You don't need to. You can give a little drop of oil down in this bushing, won't hurt a thing. That little gear down there. There's a spring. Give it a drop. And it's ready to go back together. You just line up the little tabs. Drop that in place. I guess it is actually a centering adjustment. It's going to be fine. If I had some line on there, it would spin forever. All right, let's put this back together. You get the washer, handle washer goes on there. Then the handle. And the handle nut. Left-hand threads. You either want to put the flat or a point towards that hole. That'll get it just right for when you go to put it all back together. Put your E-clip in. This is a standard E-clip that's used on all the Ambassadors. So if you lose it, you probably have one laying around if you work on these things much. Oil your paddles. Lots of oil on your level line mechanism. All right, let's see how it functions. I'm flipping oil all over me. Good thing I got an old shirt on, huh? Let's see how the drag works. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's nice. So this thing's made for 14 or 20 pound line. So, man, that'd be some heavy duty bass fishing. I don't think anybody, well, people that run braid run heavier, but people that run braid aren't normal. I'm just kidding. But when you cast this thing, let's watch that happen. Because now everything's freed up, you can kind of see it. See, when you go to cast it, this loosens up. And when you go to crank it, that little thing comes back around and picks it up, and then it goes back into level line. So let's watch how that happens. It rotates that, and that thing slides. It will keep sliding while you're casting. Maybe. Yes. So there it goes into like a free slide where your line can pay off however it went on. Then you crank it, and that thing comes up and picks it up. That is a really cool reel. The flipping switch, I got it on flip. Yep, it's free spooled as soon as you let off of it. Now in the flipping position, this doesn't disengage. Only in the regular cast position. There it is. Man, I enjoyed that. It was a little stressful because I don't do these XLTs very often. I appreciate you watching. That one's going right upstairs, right on my shelf. One little scratch right there. Yeah, it is what it is. It still looks great. It's a nice reel, very nice reel. Got the mag control here. Man, just beautiful. Hard to beat an old Garcia Ambassador. 522 XLT Plus. Y'all, thanks for watching. That's my last reel that I'm going to rebuild before I go into surgery tomorrow. It'll be a few days before I feel like coming down here. When this video comes out, I should be healed up fine from surgery and living life again and going back to work. This one's going to come out in November. It's July. So, but I appreciate y'all watching the channel and sticking by with me. Please like and subscribe and take a kid fishing. Appreciate you.